Hello and welcome to Stacia to Expert. We've done quite a lot in this world actually, from fully automated lava rain line to fully passive zinc, copper, iron, gold, and redstone to a fully passive boiler setup. I think we finally have enough infrastructure to actually start going for some of the more important stuff that we need. This episode's all about convenience. First thing on the docket, I want to make this infusion pylon, which I already have the stuff for. This infusion pylon, if I head out here, I can actually just put it down. As you can see, active potion effects. And what we can put in here are not potions, but this potion filter, which you can take any potion in the game, as long as it lasts longer than 60 seconds, and you can attach it to this. And when you fill it up with enough potions, you can use the infuser to get infinite of that source. I think the best potion to go ahead and get started with is Creative Flight. It's quite early for Creative Flight, and I did test this. As far as I know, this should work. Like this card's not expensive at all, so I definitely can make it. I don't remember if I've used this thing before. I might have used it in ATM 9, 8. I don't remember which one I was playing. We put down these brewing stands. Creative Flight, we start with an awkward potion, which is nether wart. We have plenty of that. Then it's healing potions, instant healing, glycerine melon, perfectly fine. Then we need instant health 2, it's a bit of glowstone, that's perfectly normal. Unfortunately, the next thing is chorus fruit, which is much harder to get. This is only in the end. We're gonna kill the ender dragon. That's the plan today, like right now. But between the slime sling, my broom, and the umbrella, we should be able to just kill it pretty normally. Also take out my crossbow, and I have plenty of arrows. I don't have any eyes of ender, and I need 12. How do I make blaze gold? It's just blaze powder and gold. That's easily doable. I believe we need to crush this, right? Yes, because we need the blazing dust, which means we didn't need to make this much, but that's fine. Now I found these brooms in a chest, and they're so nice. And we can craft these, get eyes of ender. Oh yeah, I didn't show this off. Last episode, we made this farm, and the big thing was this absorption hopper, which, as you can see, I have a dark tank with 240 bucket inside, and we're actually getting tons of potion of healing already. So we can just use these, but also potion of swiftness might be nice. I'll leave that for now. If I come up here, you can see I have a blood container. And that's because in here, I won't go in there. I don't want to set the cursed earth on fire. There, I have the pedestal from Evilcraft that collects blood. And I have the spike plates that drains blood from enemies. And the fans will push it on top of here. So the mob masher there will kill the mob while these are draining the blood. This is perfectly passive blood production, and 500,000 mega buckets. 500 buckets is not something to scoff at. That's a good amount. So we're set when we need to get back to Evilcraft, and obviously we have plenty of XP. This is filling up. I need a better solution, but we'll figure that out. So I already found the stronghold 8,000 blocks away while I was looking for a deep dark for some skulk, I think. So I forget what I was looking for. The important thing is I'm here. I didn't have to use any eyes of ender. And we'll probably be fine, right? Hopefully. Well, load this and let's go for it. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. The broom does make this a very easy fight. There we go. Now we can just sit here and poke the thing, right? We can hit him. There we go. Pick up the items. I don't think I lost anything in the portal. Let's go get some forest fruit and be done with it. Titan Forge. What was that? Oh my god. I guess we have a new sword. Oh my god. And we can... You're kidding me. Oh, I thought I just died. This is what we're here for. But I guess we'll go look for more. I want to collect a ton. But we're also going to farm this. So it's not that big a deal. And you know what? I'm going to fly around and find a fortress. I think I want to see if I can find an elytra. Well, I'm going to go looking for that. And I'll come back when I'm done with it. Alright. I'm back. I've gotten a lot of stuff, actually. It was very, very good. I did manage to pick up an elytra. It's a apotheosis one, but it's fine. I'll just keep it in case I want it. The important bit is that I did get forest fruit. And I'm going to make 32 of these potions. Mostly because I believe the math works out to be you need 30 of the normal potions, but you need to drink them first. And then any remaining time it's added to your card. So I need to make these, I need to make a few extra for the extra time. I'll just make 2 extra. I didn't mention this. I did make a time in a bottle during last episode, and I just didn't mention it. That's my bad. Someone made a comment about it. Yes, I did make it. And we'll do them in batches of 8, I guess. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 should mean that I don't need to... 24 should mean that I don't need to make all that much. I already have 9, and that's 23. Make the aqua potion. It's nether wart. I have plenty of. And throwing these in. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do that. Glistening melon. I need 8 of you. 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's glowstone. And we can throw the coarse fruit in. And these are potions of flight. We can take these, and we can drop them all in the chest. Make the cyan dye, and I'll smelt up some terracotta. Put it in here, get up from here, and craft the cyan terracotta, and make the potion filter. And we can just start drinking these. And it's activated. Actually took 21 potions. So spares. My math was a bit off. First of all, the fully filled potion filter can be put in the infusion pylon. Give it a second for it to kick in. Light. Let's go. Yeah. That means I can put the slime sling down. Take out the slime boots. Does this mean I also lose fall damage? Perfect. Ah, that's really nice. That is the first thing of this episode done. Creative flight. Next, I want 2 things. We're going to step into occultism, because I was told that I should look into the crusher, which can give up to 6 times ore output, ore processing. That's nice. And I may as well go for a miner, just to get some passive raw iron. Although I don't know enough about occultism to say how well that's going to work out. But we'll see. Let's work on some occultism. To get started in ore processing, first thing we can grab is this cyclic macerator. And I didn't know this, but there's a recipe in here. Yeah, here. 1 ore, iron ore, to 4 raw iron. I believe that's better than 4 to 3. So grabbing this is a good idea. The only reason I'm grabbing that is because this crusher, ignore these. These are for the lowest tier, the foliate. These will double. By the time you get to the Marid, the one that we're going for today, it is a 6 times output. So definitely worth going for. But this will give you dust, which can then be smelted. But it's not ore, which you'll need for the andesite alloys. We need the to separate the iron ore that's generated and put it through this macerator instead of the Marid. So that's that done. Next, we need, I guess we'll get the mine shaft going. This needs a block of isnium. Now, isnium is found in the nether only when the third eye is active. And a way to get third eye is this otherworld goggles, instead of just eating demon stream every 10 seconds, we can craft this, which is just some leather, these lens frames, which you can grab, and these infused lenses, which is going to be a pain. First thing we can grab is some glass panes. Then we need some diamond infused gems, spirit and tune gems, sorry. Throw the diamonds in here. There's the gems, and we can grab the glass lenses. And these need silver and gold. 2 silver, 1 gold. And these lenses also need foliate. So we'll craft the book of binding. We'll grab my dictionary of spirits. Craft them together. Please don't tell me there's a different ritual. It is, thank God. You know what? Instead of actually waiting, I'm gonna get the time bottle. Oh, why does it just voids all the items? That cost me in half hour. That's fine. Probably worth it. And if we run in here, we should be able to craft these. Quest. Oh, occultism's not in here. I will say, that's one of my criticisms of the pack so far. The only quest line is this. These are very minor. So like a lot of the packs mods that I've never used, Evilcraft, I mean, this is fine. But like occultism, I don't know what I'm doing. It's fine. I'm learning. It's not that complicated. I do prefer to know, like, through a quest line. Gold standard, obviously, being Greg Technical Horizons. Either way, with the other world, I'm going to head into the nether, and I'm going to quickly grab up Isnium. This is a way bigger rabbit hole than I thought. I was going to go get the infused pickaxe, which I believe is needed to get Isnium. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And it says Strigor's Higher Binding, which requires purple chalk, which this is all fine, except for endstone, which needs to be in a crusher spirit, which means we need to at least make a foliate, which really sucks. We come back down here, it's AVR's circle, which I can just do with this one. This is silver, iron, and gold, and put that in the middle of this. Yep, this is going to be the first tier crusher. I am going to use my time in the bottle. Racklinvern? Hello. I guess if we just give him the endstone. Oh my god, he's so slow. I didn't realize this would be so slow. Oh, impure purple chalk. Throw that in there. So, purple, 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 purple. That's that done. I put all these pedestals over here. Because of like Matica, I can't use these, and I hate it. I can't put them in. I have to pipe them in with a chest, which is really annoying. But with that, if I click that, and it's gonna bind. And again, I'm gonna use the time bottle. Oh, it finished. All right, now this should be able to break Isnium. I'll be back when I find some. All right, I'm back with my Isnium, and this guy is still working on the endstone. So I want to hour double, so we're gonna give him the Isnium. I only got 9 because these things are really hard to find. They're hidden as netherrack. I believe you can vein mine them to break them. It's not very fun. But the good thing about this is that the first thing we're going to get is the master miner. Hopefully the 18 Isnium I will have will be enough. And I did mess up. I need to get Dragon's Breath, which means I need to respawn the dragon. We also have another star here, so we need to kill the wither. And a totem on dying, I can just find a woodland mansion. And everything else should be pretty easy to make. I don't want to leave this guy alone, so I'm going to wait here. I'm going to go get the Dragon's Breath, and I'll come back when I'm ready to fight the wither. So I have my Isnium, and you might be asking yourself, why am I back before fighting the wither? I might be a bit stupid. So in order to make the end crystal, first of all, I need a nether star, which sucks, but that's possible. I also need enderium glass, which means I need enderium, which the only recipe for is in a induction smelter. There's this blast chiller recipe, but it's just as bad. It's not cheap, but it's not like too expensive. The smelter itself, though, first of all, it has this flux coil, which is a whole rabbit hole. It also has the machine frame, which is a pain to make right now. We can definitely do it, but that's not something I'm doing on camera. That's something I'm going to montage. So what we will do is we'll fight the wither. Down here at Bedrock, I can mine out a little hallway, torch it up so you guys can see. I don't think, wait, this is a claimed area. The wither can't break claimed blocks, can he? So is he gonna be stuck? I guess we're about to find out. Oh my god, he can't. Oh, he can. that's done. We did get the nether star. We have the nether star needed. Alright, coming in here, as you can see, I collected all the stuff we need. And if we grab all this, the only thing I'm missing is the advanced alloy. With all that, you can craft, should be able to craft 4 machine frames. There we go. And the game gets really laggy when I use this sword system. Can't wait to switch over to Applied Energistics. But with that, grab the induction smelter, also a quest, and I have a spot down here for it, and we should be able to do, just put this stuff in, and this should give us enderium. Yeah, and we need to alloy it in the induction smelter with hardened glass, which is sand, obsidian, and quartz. I guess we'll make a stack. We have the resources for it. We can put this in for some hardened glass. Now we need 4 of these crystals, I think. We need 7 enderium. Please tell me I picked up some ender slime. I didn't pick up any of the dirt. Alright, well, I'll go grab that while that's going. Hopefully that's enough. And the hardened glass is done. We'll put 7 in. Like that. 14 enderium. And I believe blasting this will give us our crystals. There they are. We should be able... Now this does take one of the nether stars we got. That's fine. We should only need to respawn them once. And I'm going to get as much of this ender stuff as possible. I got the dragon's breath, and I got some ender air bottles by accident. Don't think I'll need them right now, but fine to have them. The next thing is this totem of undying, which I need a dark forest, I think it's called, which is in the destruction. I've made up the Isnium pickaxe, the totem of undying I just got, and the dragon's breath. Now we need to make the actual circle, which is Ufix's inverted tower. Looks like this, and we have pretty much all of this. The only thing we're missing is this red chalk, which needs these Afreet essence, which is dropped by the unbound Afreet, which can be summoned with this ritual in Abra's open conjure. This one, I guess we'll place it here for now, and we'll remove it when we make the bigger one. Grab all the chalk. Had to use the summoning circle to get another skull, but it is done. Make the Afreet book. Find it. Gunpowder, another rack. Need a flint and steel and a quartz, and we can bind that. What? Oh, I'm missing a wither skull, and with the last wither skeleton skull, and this is the book. Speed it up. Wait, what's the sacrifice? Ow, come on, buddy. Yep, that counted. Oh, Okay, no fire. But I want to kill the bees. Bring them over here. 1 essence. Oh my lord. It's enough. With that, we can craft the white chalk and the red chalk. Throw it in the fire. And that's red chalk done. With the last of that built, we can put all this in. And find him? What do you mean set up incorrectly? I'm missing the attuned crystal. Another pedestal. 1, 2, 3, 4 diamonds. Toss them in for spirit attuned gems. Make that a crystal. Put that there. Put it in. And let's speed this up. Oh, there's the miner done. Rigor's higher binding. Shouldn't be that bad. Turn off, it's this one. And what do we need? Another crystal. We need a block of isnium. Need some other stone. And we'll make the crystal. And we need a gold block. Or gold ingot. So gold ingot. Crystal. Isnium. 4 other stone. And we need a Jenny. Jenny? And we'll pick it up. Find it. And start the ritual. And there's the mine shaft. For a quick little demonstration, I'll just put it down over here. If I throw the miner in here, every time this progress bar fills, I'll get a random ore. This time it's coal. And I'll lose 1 durability. This time it's obsidian. So when I go through the processing, I'm gonna have to filter these inputs. Some go straight to the wall, some crushed, and some go to the cyclic crusher that I made earlier. But right now, I'll grab a pipe and a chest. And we'll just do that buffer. But I need to make sure this doesn't break. So I need mending on this at some point. I did test. Bending didn't work. That's that done. And the best part about this mine shaft is I will eventually get more isnium on this. Maybe there's a way to automate repairing the miner. Maybe there's a way to make it immortal. But yeah, you can give it mending and unbreaking. So we'll have to get into apotheosis at some point. There's our first isnium. I'm going to crush that before this guy disappears. I'm going to gather up the resources and make the ritual for the crusher. And I'll come back when I'm done. Now, I have everything. And there we have our Marid ore crusher. Zeduraquirm? I think that's Zeduraquirm. I don't know. Come with me. We're not going to set up full ore processing today. So we'll just leave him in here. He should be fine. Let's just like, I don't know, give him a barrel and a hopper like this. Ooh. And if we give him, I don't know, let's just give him the isnium. I'll give him 1. Very fast. And yeah, 1 ore, 6 dust. And we'll get around to automating this. He also doesn't decay like the previous tiers did. Also, I took the liberty of enchanting this with Unbreaking 3 and Unusing so that it doesn't break. So I can just leave this going and check on it every once in a while. And I'm gonna get mending in between doing stuff. I won't show that on camera. It's not that big a deal. My current plan is, actually I can show you. If we get this mending, I have this item here that has mending. I have a Book of Disenchantment from Corrail. And I have these graves set up to collect a soul. Like this one. You just sit here and you wait. So if I have the book in my offhand, item in my main, and I right click, this will give me both the books. I can grab the miner, take all my levels, and we should be able to enchant this with mending. And over here at the mob farm, I'm at 162 durability on this thing. I hold it and just sit here for a while. As you can see, it goes up. And it's fully repaired with honestly not even that much XP. I have to do this process for another one. I believe the ratio I can get away with is 2 miners to 1 Marid. And that's enough for the Marid to keep up. And I believe a little bit of room for me to put in my own stuff. But yeah, we'll just give you the isnium that's all that done. Now time for the main part of the episode. Like 20 minutes in. Alright, I have gathered up everything I should need for at least the ME controller. We can put all the ingredients here and craft up. There we are. We have started AE2. Where's digital storage? Now, man, that's a whole lot of stuff. I've also made a decision that AE2 nano mode is going to be sent to infinite. Mostly because I don't think that's going to matter a whole lot. Basically, I just don't want to be firing around. I don't know. It's just a personal choice. I know it's not how it's intended, but I'll make it a bit easier on myself. But that is the ME controller done. I will be making more of those just to make the controller look nice. Not like I'm actually saving on resources too much. We should be able to make the terminal and then make the crafting terminal. I didn't end up making the advanced processor. So the pattern coding terminal and the pattern access terminal will have to wait. But if we make up some smart cables, and I guess we can make up some pattern providers. I made up enough for 4 of these, and I guess I'll just make one assembler right now. This is not going to be useful as is, but now here's another issue I'm running into. Where the hell do I put this thing? And honestly, I think I might have to overhaul this middle area completely to fit it. But I guess what I think I'm going to do now is we'll head under here. I want the center of the controller to go here, I guess. I'm going to redesign this area. I'm going to have this go into the middle. There's going to be a lot of off-camera stuff. I'll montage the building. We'll see after this montage. Alright, coming in here, you can see this place has changed. I got some cords running everywhere. I got this big divot. I'm actually kind of liking how it looks. But a big thing is we have it running, just using the rotational power. That should be more than enough right now. I have these set up. I'll talk about that in a minute. And I have this terminal, which if I click in, has all my items. And I didn't craft any drives because all I have to do is storage bus on the lectern, which means I can keep using the lectern until it's feasible to switch over to drives and fully switch over. But honestly, for now, this is more than enough. Plus I can storage bus that, I can storage bus the miner. But next episode is definitely going to be about upkeep. We need to fix a lot of the setups here. So next episode is going to be very montage heavy, I feel like this one was too. Now, the reason I come back now and I'm not showing off these too much, there's no patterns in them, is because I, for some reason, forgot to check the recipe for this. Advanced processor. What I need for the pattern encoding terminal. It's this advanced processor, which is normal. It's the same as the other processors. This infused dimendium requires a bunch of stuff. All of this is doable except for the aquamarine electron tube. And that's because it requires aquamarine, which can only be obtained from the shales. Shales do not spawn in the world. They can only be crafted. And this crafting recipe is not exactly doable right now. It's a ritual of the forest, so it needs an exercise, which is an offering to the gods. I'd have to start this whole other mod. Yeah, I would rather have to do on camera with you guys. So let's honestly get started. To start, we can use this bottle and cork, which is a bottle and planks. Right click to get a bottled sunlight, which we'll need in a minute. But first, we need to make these wooden stands. I believe it's 8 actually. Like that. Then we need some gold powder. Like that. And we can take a sapling and put it in the middle. The first thing we need to make is this token of joy, which we can take a torch, an apple, a flower, gold leaf, and an iron bar. And if we put these down, hopefully order doesn't matter. Oh, I need to make the tree grow. We need bone meal. That work? Oh. Oh. Sure. Oh, it eats the... Ugh. It eats the gold fiber. That's going to be annoying. But that's the token of joy done. Now this next thing we need is the natural altar. It needs 3 stone. I need some more gold powder. I need some gold leaf. I need a gold ingot. And I need a sapling again. A sapling in the middle. Actually, I think it was this, right? And then we can just put that down. What am I missing? Right, the token of joy. And if I grow this... Ooh, big tree. Did the big tree mess it up? Oh, no it didn't. Is it going to eat the whole tree? Oh, yes it does. And that's the infusing altar. Now the thing I need from this is infused iron, which actually I can try to put a block of iron. This is taking forever. Is this actually how I do it? Natural altar. Oh, there's a whole multi-block. Well, we're kind of running out of space to put this stuff. Let's put it up here, I guess. I'm missing a... What is that? Shouldn't this work? I'm confused by what I'm missing. Oh, those are gold nether bricks. They're not mossy bricks. Oops. And there we go. Pick this up and put it back in. I'll come back to this because we still have to make up some more stuff. Like the token of sorrow. We're going to need the bottle again. Going to need some more gold powder. Going to need a sapling. Take that 2 saplings. Luckily, I've been farming chickens. A fish. We need some more gold leaf. Glass and a gas tier. Gas. I do luckily have one. Aro needs bottled sunlight for some reason. There's the token of sorrow. Now I need the token of fear, which needs a bone, rotten flesh, feather. So we'll put all this in. I am missing one thing. I need bottled ghosts, which, just like bottled sunlight, all you need to do is right click. But I need to be in the nether instead of the overworld. Coming in here, right click, bottled ghosts, head back. And we can put this down. And that's the token of fear done. Let's check on the iron. And hey, it looks like it's back. There's some iron, sweet. And I still need some more. I need tainted gold, which is just gold. I'll do a block of this too in case I need more. I'm sure I will. I need bottled sunlight and bottled ghosts. I can pick up the bottled sunlight, and then I can pick up the bottled nether, or bottled ghosts. I was hoping this would be done, but we can craft the offering table. Oh, there we are. Into gold. And with that, I should be able to make a spirit of calling. Make 3, actually. That's nice. If I give it a tainted gold, I get 2. So, offering table. Gotta make sure. Where's the offering table? Oh, God. Yay, it's another multi-block. Have I ever mentioned I don't like magic mods? It's kind of this reason. Love multi-blocks, but these are obnoxiously big. Now, I'm assuming these can be any flower. Yeah, looks like it. Like that. And we can put in a tainted gold and a spirit of calling. Start offering. Go down the item that will call the gods. What if I want to transfer all this? Do I just do that? I guess I should probably turn off my magnet. Oh. Did I just nuke all of it? Oh my god. Thank you, gods. Thank you. Let's never talk about this again. This place is a mess. Oh my god. Yeah. Next episode, upkeep-wise, I think number 1 thing, other than setting up the auto crafting, is all this magic stuff. I want to build the magic tower here, and I'm hoping I can find a good looking build for it. Figure one out, get some good inspiration, but I've never been good at towers. We'll figure it out. Yes, this transmutation catalyst is what we've been going for this entire time. I actually need to infuse some stone. I put like a stack, or is it just gonna do it one at a time? One at a time. Great. Well, that's all I need. Let's toss all this that I don't need right now. Growing stand. I need a gold leaf. I need one of the golden stone bricks. I need glowstone. And I also need a jungle sapling. And finally, the transmutation catalyst. Did all of this just to get access to this thing, which all we need to do is actually put it underneath the mana pool from Botania over here. So, like this. And we get sand. And we had enough mana for 26. Should be fine for now. I think I just threw all that back. I do want to keep up this Endoflame production, but we'll keep that going for now. The important part is that we got this shale, which, what is the best way to process this? I think it's always 1-to-1. Now this shale is actually very important for the electron tubes. So I'm going to smelt all this. I didn't check if this was a recipe. Very good. Thank God. Oh, there's all my charcoal. And we're going to make 8 enriched. Throw the rest in there. And we also need to make these capacitors. Make 8, I guess. Over here. How many does 1 enriched make? 1. Because it's 100. Great. It's not an equal amount. Okay, I need... In order for this to be equal, I need another capacitor. I think like 9 would go evenly into it. Yeah. There we are. 9 electron tubes. Thank God. That was the big thing gating it. Now we can work on these processors. Now this is basically going to be the same thing I've been doing this entire time, but we can get this processor. Need the advanced processor. Needs infused diamondium, which we need a block. In order to get the uninfused, we need to energize the block. That's going to take a while. So while we're doing that, get the rest of the stuff we need. We need a dimensional shard. We have plenty of. And we're going to make 8 of these things, I think. And we need enriched diamond, which we have plenty of. We need clay blocks like that. And the electron tubes. I'll have a spare for later. And now we just wait. Alright, this is about to be done. Now, there we are. Ooh. Oh, it's diamond dust? No. I wasted so much time waiting for that. And I assume you can't batch craft these. Diamond dust pile. Oh, you can. I'll craft one first. That's not gonna take too long. There we are. There's the niotic crystal. And I'll set the other one in there to go while I'm explaining how this works. Now, in order to infuse these, this is actually an enchanting apparatus recipe. You can put all those in the barrels. And we quick with the crystal. Not enough source. Oh, been taking a lot of source to do this. I can't wait to have this fully automated. And there's the first infused diamondium. Now, I'm going to craft up the rest. I guess I don't need to craft up all the rest for now. So we'll craft up the raw advanced processor. In the fluid encapsulator, put this in. And you need to encapsulate it with blazing blood. You can get that by melting blaze rod in the Tigger's Construct smeltery. And I just melted a ton of the blaze rods I had. That's pretty much the only thing I'm going to use it for. Now, with the processors, I need to make the pattern access terminal. This is less important. This was mostly so that this gives me access to put in patterns from here, instead of having to go down here, put it in here. Very nice, but not necessary right now. What's more important is the encoding terminal, which, yeah, I think a lot of stuff is going to get shuffled around next episode. Like, this mob farm is probably going to be closer, mostly because of the blood. I also need to run this to get some more blood. Turn that on. That background noise is really bad. And there's the slate. Let's get away from that farm. And I need to make fluid slate. I need the panel, the ME terminal, then the ME crafting terminal, and then we can make the pattern encoding terminal. Put that there, wait for it to load. Hopefully the power is keeping up. So this is making 360. This is only taking 18. So plenty of wiggle room to add stuff. I think it's only fitting we make this the first pass pattern, and we make this the second one. And we can put both those in there. And andesite alloy. Take all those out. Let's say I want 100. It'll give me the crafting plants. I forgot. Crafting CPUs. This is actually a bad setback. Probably a 4K is fine. Or 4K crafting storage. And we can just throw that right there for now. Now, we can get 100. And this should make up 100. Slowly. But yes. 70, 80, 90, 100. So yeah, that's probably all I want to do this episode. Between episodes, I'll take the liberty of making up all these pattern providers, probably cleaning up this place. These, I'm definitely gonna like storage bus stuff like the dry hard rubber. Definitely storage bus all the drawers in here. And I'll put a pattern provider on the smelting, the washing, the haunting, the cooking, and I'm sure I'll make like a whole row of these. So yeah, basically I'm gonna put pattern providers on all the request crafting I need to make. Next episode, what I absolutely want to do is all the magic stuff like this. I want to make a place for it, and it needs to be big because I want like a floor for occultism. So yeah, if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. The videos have been doing way better than I was expecting them to. First episode's nearly at 2,000 views. Second and third are at 500 and like 800. I'm having a great time playing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Stacia 2 Expert.